Put your phone down, not forever, just for a moment, because what I'm about to say won't land if you're half here. And I know you've been half here all day, scrolling, switching, distracting, not because you're lazy, but because being still feels uncomfortable right now. Because when everything goes quiet, that's when your thoughts get loud, and there's something you've been trying not to face. Stay with me. Don't skip this part, because in the next few minutes, something is going to shift in the way you see what you're going through. Let me be honest with you. You're not just tired. This isn't the kind of exhaustion that disappears after sleep. This is the kind that sits behind your eyes, follows you into conversations, and lingers even when you're supposed to be relaxing. It's the weight of unfinished things, decisions you haven't made, answers you don't have yet, a future that feels unclear no matter how much you think about it. And underneath all of that, there's a quiet question you keep asking yourself: am I actually going to be okay? Not out loud, not dramatically, but in those small, in-between moments. And if you're really honest, you don't need motivation right now. You need reassurance that you're not walking towards something that's going to fall apart. Here's the part most people won't tell you. That constant mental pressure you're feeling isn't a sign that things are going wrong. It's a sign that you're in the middle of something important. Because when life is stable and predictable, your mind is quiet. But when you're standing at the edge of change, when things are shifting beneath the surface, that's when your mind starts trying to control everything. That's where you are right now. And I need you to hear this clearly. This phase is not permanent, but more importantly, it's not pointless. Listen carefully. Right now, it feels like you're stuck in a place where nothing is fully working, but nothing is completely broken either. You're in between, and in between is one of the hardest places to exist, because there's no clear direction, no solid ground, no visible outcome, just uncertainty. But what if I told you this exact phase, the confusion, the pressure, the overthinking, is actually part of a process that's moving you forward, even if you can't see it yet? Don't rush past that idea. Sit with it, because most people panic in this stage and end up making decisions that pull them away from where they were actually meant to go. Let me ask you something. Think about a time in your life when you felt lost before. Not completely broken, just unsure. A time when things didn't make sense. At that moment, you probably felt the same way you do now. And yet, you made it through. Not perfectly, not easily, but you did. And more importantly, you adapted. You figured things out. You adjusted. You kept moving, which means something important about you is already proven. You don't stay stuck forever. So, why does this moment feel different? Because you're inside it. And when you're inside something, you don't have the perspective you'll have later. Right now, you're trying to solve everything from the middle of the storm. That's why it feels overwhelming. Not because you can't handle it, but because you're trying to understand it too early. Here's where things start to shift. You don't need to figure your entire life out tonight. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need certainty about every outcome. What you actually need is to stop putting pressure on yourself to resolve everything at once. Because that pressure, that's what's draining you, not the situation itself. And this next part matters, so don't skip it. You've been carrying everything like it's all your responsibility. Every outcome, every possibility, every what if. But not everything requires your constant attention. Some things need time more than they need control. And right now, you're trying to force clarity out of something that hasn't finished unfolding yet. That's why it feels stuck. So here's what I want you to do tonight. Not tomorrow, not when everything feels better. Tonight, when you finally lie down and your mind starts replaying everything again, don't fight it. Don't try to shut it off. Just notice it. And then gently remind yourself of this. I don't need to solve this right now. Not because it doesn't matter, but because it's already in motion. Even when you're not thinking about it, even when you're resting, even when you're doing nothing at all, things are still shifting. You've made it through every version of uncertainty you've faced so far. And this one, it's not the exception. It just feels heavier because you're living it in real time. Before you go, stay here for just a little longer. Don't click away yet, because this part, this quiet ending, is where something inside you can finally soften. I want you to do something simple, not for numbers, not for anyone watching, but for you. Type this in the comments. I don't have it all figured out, and that's okay. And when you do, don't treat it like just another comment. Pause. Let your eyes rest on those words for a second longer than usual. Read them slowly, not as something you're saying casually, but as something you're allowing yourself to admit, because you've been carrying this invisible expectation that you should already know what you're doing, that you should already be certain, that you should already have clarity. And maybe no one told you to feel that way. Maybe it just built up quietly over time, from comparisons, from pressure, from watching everyone else seem like they're moving with direction. And somewhere along the way, you started believing that not knowing meant you were doing something wrong. But look at you for a second. Look at what you've been handling. The uncertainty, the waiting, the constant mental noise that doesn't fully switch off. And still, you showed up, still kept going, still made it through days that felt heavier than they should have. So when you type those words, I don't have it all figured out, and that's okay. It's not weakness, it's honesty. It's a moment of release, a moment where you stop demanding perfection from yourself and start allowing reality to be what it is, unfinished, unclear, still becoming. And here's something important, something you need to really let in. You are not the only one sitting in this exact feeling right now. Right now, as you're hearing this, there are people in small rooms with dim lights, people lying in bed staring at ceilings, people sitting in silence after long days, all carrying something they haven't said out loud. Different stories, different struggles, but the same quiet question underneath it all. Where's this going? Am I doing this right? Is this going to work out? And they don't talk about it during the day. They smile, they function, they keep moving. But at night, it all comes back, just like it does for you. So that feeling you thought made you isolated, it actually connects you, more than you realize. Now, slow down with me for a moment. Take a breath, not the quick kind you've been taking all day, a real one. In, hold it gently, and out. Again, in and out. Let your body catch up with this moment. Let your shoulders drop just a little more than they already have. Let your face soften. There's no one watching you right now. No expectations, no performance, just you existing. And that's enough. You don't need to be in fix everything mode tonight. You don't need to analyze your entire life before you sleep. You don't need to solve questions that don't even have answers yet. For the next few hours, you're allowed to step out of that cycle. And I know your mind won't fully stop. It'll try to go back, replay things, predict things, worry about things. That's okay. Let it do what it does. But don't follow every thought it throws at you. You don't have to engage with all of them. Some thoughts can just pass through, without becoming problems you need to solve. You're not falling behind, even if it feels like time is moving faster for everyone else. Even if it looks like people around you are more certain, more stable, more ahead. What you're seeing is a version of their life, not the full picture. Everyone has moments like this. Some are just better at hiding it. You're not late. There is no exact timeline you're supposed to match. No fixed point you're supposed to reach by now. Life doesn't move in straight lines. It pauses, it loops, it slows down exactly when you want it to speed up, and speeds up when you wish it would slow down. That's how it works. And you're not outside of that, you're inside it. You're not missing your moment, because your moment isn't a single opportunity that disappears forever. It's something that builds gradually, quietly, often when it feels like nothing is happening at all. You're not running out of time. You're just in a phase that doesn't reward urgency, a phase that asks you to stay, to wait, to trust without full visibility. And that's uncomfortable, but discomfort doesn't mean you're in the wrong place. It often means you're in a place that's shaping you. So tonight, don't try to win the day before it ends. Don't go back through every moment, trying to fix it, edit it, or make it cleaner than it was. Don't replay conversations in your head, searching for better words you could have said. Don't measure today by what didn't happen, or by how far you think you still have to go. And don't sit there trying to force meaning out of things that haven't had time to make sense yet. Not everything is meant to be understood immediately. Some things take distance. Some things take time. Some things only become clear when you're no longer standing in the middle of them. So let the day close exactly as it is. Not perfect, not complete, not fully resolved, but real. And that matters more than perfection ever will. Let it be incomplete. Let there be unanswered questions. Let there be things you wish had gone differently. None of that cancels the fact that you showed up. None of that erases your effort. None of that makes today a failure. Because even in the middle of all that, you were still here, still moving through it, still navigating what you could, still holding yourself together in ways that aren't always visible. And that counts, more than you've been allowing yourself to believe. You're still here. Pause on that for a second. Out of everything you've faced, everything that could have stopped you, everything that tried to weigh you down, you're still here, still breathing, still thinking, still trying to make sense of things, still choosing, in your own quiet way, to continue. Even when you don't feel strong, even when you feel uncertain, even when part of you wants to pause everything and just disappear from the pressure for a while, you didn't. You stayed. And there's a kind of strength in that, a quiet, steady strength, the kind that doesn't look impressive from the outside, the kind that doesn't get attention, doesn't get applause, doesn't get recognition, but it's real, and it's powerful, because it's the kind of strength that keeps your life moving forward, even on the days when everything feels heavy. So right now, you don't need to prove anything. You don't need to push yourself harder. You don't need to squeeze more out of a day that's already ending. You've done enough for today, even if it doesn't feel like it, even if your mind is telling you it wasn't enough. You don't have to listen to that voice right now. You can let it quiet down, just for tonight. Now, put the phone down. Not abruptly, not like you're forcing yourself, just gently, like you're setting something aside with intention, not to escape your life, but to return to yourself, because you've been outside yourself all day, in thoughts, in worries, in expectations, and this is your moment to come back. Close your eyes and notice what's happening inside you, not to analyze it, not to fix it, just to notice. The thoughts might still be there. That's okay. Let them pass without following each one. Let them come and go like background noise that doesn't need your full attention. And instead, let your awareness settle on something simple, something real. You made it through today. That's it. No extra meaning, no conditions attached. You made it through. And for this moment, that is enough. As your body begins to slow down, as your breathing becomes softer, as the day finally starts to loosen its grip on you, hold on to this, gently. Not like something you have to force yourself to believe, but like something you're allowing yourself to consider. You don't need to have everything figured out to be okay right now. You don't need clarity to rest. You don't need certainty to pause. You don't need answers to allow yourself peace, even if it's just for a few hours. Right now, this breath you're taking, this quiet space you're sitting in, this pause between everything you've been carrying, it's enough. You don't need to add anything to it. You don't need to improve it. You don't need to turn it into something more. Just let it be what it is. And for tonight, let that be enough. Not forever, not for your entire life, just for now, just for this moment, just for this night. Let it be enough to rest.